After the Bududa landslide that saw a large chunk of mud washed away with deadly consequences, Bududa residents were sent into panic and shock. The cultivation on the slopes and human settlement weakened the soils at the time due to the heavy rains, and this was blamed for the disaster. But 7 months later, some of these slopes are beaming with maize and other crops ready for harvesting. These crops sustain the residents who have built houses on the slopes. I bumped into Godfrey Okoye, one of the residents, as he walked to his home up the hills. He defended his decision to cultivate on the slopes, where he has a big plantation.
Na kwetu wengine hatuna shamba zile twaweza enda ili tuishi huko.
Some of us don't have gardens to cultivate. I live on top of the hill and all this bare land on the slopes is fertile. Why not cultivate here and get food?
Iko fertilized. Hatuwezi tukapanda alafu tushughulike na mbolea nini kuweka. Saa zingine twaweka ukipenda lakini.
Such attitude is responsible for the degradation of the slopes through the continuous cultivation which has weakened the soils. The fast rising population has also exerted pressure on the land as people cultivate food to live.
Mimi nilioa na miaka 19. Sasa niko na 26.
I got married at 19 and I have 4 kids now. They have to feed and I need a big house and garden.
Twavaa tufikishe miaka 10 kwenda juu ili.
Coffee seems to be doing well here, with huge expanses of the slopes covered with the crop. Coffee is a source of income for many residents. But due to the exhaustion of the soil over time, residents have had to introduce cow dung as manure to boost their coffee yields. However, local authorities have kick-started conservation efforts to plant trees around these slopes to help hold the soil together and prevent more landslides.
This one marking to soil conservation so that one is able to raise up the yield of the crops. And this has been, of course, of digging these bands and the others, and even strengthen the soil to plant some more trees and this napier grass.
Eucalyptus trees have been planted on the slopes. These trees will be used as alternative sources of firewood to prevent further deforestation. But why eucalyptus when it needs a lot of water to grow and is planted near the water stream in this case?
This one, the roots go down so that the soil does not move. Secondly, they grow quickly so that we are able to harvest firewood and also to sell some to get fish for our children and the rest of what we need.
The trees have increased the water feed in the streams that flow down the hills. This has helped improve the life of the people who now don't walk for miles in search of water. The Welsh government, British Council and local government have, in a collaborative effort, designed a territory approach to conduct research to improve the standard of life here.
And it will gather evidence as to what the situation is in Mobale region so that we can plan development appropriately. So for example, if an area was identified as being prone to flooding, then you would be careful about building there.
The degradation levels that have become a lifestyle combined with the effects of climate change leading to changes in seasons have destroyed the natural environment over time. Bududa receives plenty of rainfall because it is not a rain shadow area. It's also blessed with a lot of natural resources which could be lost if pressure continues to be exerted onto the resources. Craig Kadoda, NTV, EcoTalk.